Welcome one and all to season number 31. It's incredible, it's 2054-55 and we've got some interesting things going on because this is a bumper episode. We are sitting quite nice, I feel, in the Test World Championship. Yes, it's fourth, yes we've lost 3, but the games we've got coming up this episode are huge. 1, because if we win them we go up. But 2, we're against the big teams. We have New Zealand at home for 3 tests. Then we've got Bangladesh, who are bottom. Then we play India, who are perennial winners of everything, and I'm going to show you that. Then we play South Africa, then we play England. So 5 huge series. But I want to start off with India's dominance, because it has been dominance in here. And I've just ended episodes at the right point where I could pull out the stats from the T20 World Cup, ODI World Cup and Test World Championship. And India have won the ODI World Cup 3 times, the T20 World Cup 4 times and the Test World Championship 9 times, totaling 16 trophies. Pakistan, the second most successful team with 9, New Zealand 5, South Africa 4, Australia 2. Bangladesh, they won the T20 World Cup in 2024 and the England one, well actually it's just one T20 World Cup in 2034 because the 2022 one shouldn't be there. It was also massively important to touch on just how much of a gargantuan Rayford Campbell has been. If we look at West Indian players with the most runs ever, his 12,000 is the most test runs of all time and his 31 centuries is second. But he's not just that. If you go to one days, he's got the most centuries by 9 past Chris Gale and he's got the most runs as well. But then you want to go one further and go, he's got the most T20 international runs for New Zealand. Interesting that Hilton, Murray and Moabir, some of our boys are up there, and he's also got the most centuries. So he has been a gargantuan of this save. And for the home series, unfortunately, we've got injuries because Tyrone Alley is out for 2 weeks with a broken finger, which causes us mass concern. We will take our usual spinner's deck, and we're actually going to get a player that I've been wanting to bring in for a long time who's on 0-star form, which is extremely unfortunate. But Mark Rose has been a very good player. 271 wickets at 25 in domestic, 53 strike rate, really low economy rate. Another leg spinner. Can he hold a bat? He averages 20. Then the question is, what do we do with the batting? Sonny Alford for 32 games, averaged 57 last year, so he looks quite reasonable. Nick Moore's our highest rated player in the test rankings with 36. He's got 2 centuries from 25 games. It's not bad and hopefully coming into a bit of a peak. Sealer's been very good, but slowly starting to age. He's 31, so maybe on the downturn. Then we've got a couple of options here. Second team level, we've got Bennett, who averages 35, which isn't great. Morgan, 45, Baptiste, 40. Or we look at the first class averages and say Bennett averages 49 from 49 games. That is a hell of a record. Played a little bit of ODI cricket, but that's a hell of a record, 9 centuries. Or you've got Morgan at 38, or Baptiste averaging 47 with a 70 strike rate. 8 centuries from 42 games. So they're both incredible records. I'm going to go with Bennett to start with. There is concern, obviously Campbell's on his way out, 194 first class games, but his test average has just diminished over time. He averaged 20 last year, 30 the year before. Like, he's past his peak, but I've not got a replacement. So huge series, huge episode. If things all line up and come up Millhouse, then everyone's going to be singing We Believe in the West Indies and we've got a chance of making the World Test Championship. But this is going to be hard. We've got New Zealand, we've got India, South Africa, Bangladesh, and a failing batting lineup. Oh, it's just like episode 1 all over again. It's just like episode 1 all over again. 180 all out. Excellent. Batting lineup. Wonderful. 7 for Patrick. Off spinner. He's taken wickets against us before. 361 at 27. But versus country, he 54 at 21, 4-5ers. He took 7 on day 1. It is a spinning deck though. And we're in it. We bowled him out for 200 or less. 191. Staple, the Staple Foundation, 4 for, 2 for Ramasamon, 2 for Rose. Ramasamon is possibly the most incredible cricketer I've ever had on the game. His record is phenomenal. 194 wickets at 19 as a spinner. He pushed Ned way back down the pecking order to second. But this is tough. 11-run lead, spinning deck. They've got a guy who's already taken 7 for, and Rayford Campbell's retired hurt from the first inning. No, they need 110 to win because we're bowled out for 121. The batters don't know what end of the bat to use. Parker takes 5, slow left arm wrist spin. You've got to love a bit of that in the game. They win by 5 wickets. They are on a roll. I tried to click on roll at the same time, Tom Roll, but didn't quite work. If we look at in terms of runs, Fredericks here is 22 years old, 674 runs at 48. That all came in one season. Like, is that worth a go? There's Paul, who we've given a bunch of games to. Shaw here is 25 years old. He's averaging 42. I'm ready to make a play. I'm ready to make a call. Fredericks is coming in for debut. I've done worse. I've given debuts to people that's never played before, but 22-year-old. Have we got another wonder? Probably not. Have we got a good player on our hands? Probably. Also means we need to find a captain. So Seeley becomes captain keeper, and all of a sudden we're lacking real experience in the team. Seeley's the most experienced at 59 games. Fredericks get a debut. Bennett's only playing his second game. Rose is only playing his second game. And look at the stars, bro. We're not even 5 stars. Oh, he's a very aggressive player as well, Fredericks. Strike rate of 67. This could be carnage with Singh, who's very aggressive. 284. It's not great, but you've got to say it's better than getting bowled out for less than 200. It's a shame when that is the measuring stick. Alford batted well for 68. So did Bennett for 63. I'm going to take a little bit of that. He was batting with the tail. 9 domestic first-class centuries, so I want to tap into a bit of that. Fredericks stuck in 49 off 129, so not too bad from the young guns. The pitch is going to get worse. Unfortunately, day 5 looks a washout, but I can't see it going to day 5 with our batting, can you? Okay, it's tied again, 17-run lead. They get past us from some good partnerships in the middle order. Wickets spread around. Rose he's not the strike rate guy. He's got a 53 first-class strike rate, whereas Ramasaran is 38. Domestic cricket 41. So 2 completely different types of bowlers. We've actually given ourselves a decent chance there. 279 off the back of the middle order, because let's be honest, there's not a lot else. 86 and a 52-run partnership. Nick Moore with 97. He continues to kind of just fill up his stock, and everyone's loving a bit of it. Seeley's got a lot on his shoulders as captain keeper. I feel I'm going to ruin him. But Bennett with another 50. 2 50s in the game. You love to see a bit of that. It is sharp turn. It's day 4, session 1. We've got to bowl them out today, otherwise it's going to be a washout. And our spinners won't be effective in the rain. We pull it back. We win by 110. It's just low scoring all round, isn't it? The spinners do well. Well, Ramasaran does really well. Staple and Reed picked up wickets. We pull it back to 1 apiece. So it's never as bad as sometimes what I make it out to be. Test World Champions is going to be interesting because if we lose here, obviously our percent goes down. Win, our percent will go up into probably the 60s, and that's getting in contention. Tyrone Ali is back in action. The man with 300 test wickets at an average of 25. Strike rate 53, economy rate 2.85. It's a wonderful, wonderful career he's had. Last year, 16 wickets at 31. Maybe on the way out. Maybe we just stick with a bit of Rose. I've done it. I can't believe I just did that. Bowling first, though. This is going to be tougher. Well, there's the series. 601 for 9. Martin makes 327 on a turn-in day 1 pitch. I don't even know what you do with that. That's his first Test match century. He's only scored 28 runs before this game in Test cricket. There's no words. No words at all. We have been battered around the park. Swept. Follow on not enforced. That's ego. Singh scores 112. That's a beautiful knock. Second century for him. Averaging 40. FYI with a strike rate of 59 is a great place to be. More single-digit scores in the middle order. More spinners taking wickets. We're polling again. 357 behind. Okay, they get 322 in 60 overs, 6, 12, 18, 24, 32. So they score at a great rate, smashes around the park on a pitch that we can't get it off the square on. Ramasaran with 8 in the game as well. So for Rose, 680 to win. We don't win very often, and we'll be lucky to score 200. Smashed by 377. 2-1 series loss. Well, at least we won a game, I suppose. Like, that's something. Ramasaran with 88. Bennett with 71. Bennett's coming in, looked really nice in this series. Really happy with that. But 2 and 3 has been really poor for us in the lineup. It's been a bowler-friendly series. Singh and Bennett, great. Moore, okay. But Alford, Seeley, Campbell, Fredericks, some really poor stuff in there. With the ball, pretty good. Peters and Reed, expensive for the pitch that we've played on. It does impact the world ratings. We dropped 2 points, but we're still in 5th. But it definitely impacts this as we go to being a 500 team. The only positive about this is we are playing England and India and teams like that coming up. Bangladesh in the West Indies. This is actually must-win cricket for us because the impact to the world ratings would be vast if we lose to this Bangladesh team. Also, just wanted to touch on this because 30 years of data. Joel Ramasaran's last year high rating of 1197 is the highest rating we've had for a bowler in the entirety of the save, going past Gary Anderson's year 17 record, Ashmead Mead's 10th year record, and obviously Ramasaran won in the all-rounders. The decline of our batting unit is quite stark at the moment. We averaged 21 last calendar year, we're averaging 27 this calendar year, which is in line where we've been across 31 years of save, but way down from our peak years that we've just been through in the late 40s, early 50s. Also the ball, averaging 25, 26 the last couple of years. We averaged 27 overall. But in the grand scheme of things, these are relatively high numbers compared to where we've been. We are playing at home though. Rose is coming out and Ali is coming in. Why would I drop you? He's not the reason we lost. The reason we lost was the top of the order. Also Reed's bowling average. 34 from 25 test matches. That's a little bit higher than what I would want to see. Can we bounce back against an opposition? You've got to put us as favourites again. 286. It's not a bad score. Quayum scores 100. He scored runs against us before. His average, remember, was in the 70s when we were originally playing against him. But 12 centuries, an average of 47, I think is quite a good effort for a Bangladeshi, averaging 54 against us. 4 for Ramasaran. He just does Ramasaran type things. 213 wickets at 19.92 now. Right, can we go and score 300? Maybe. We take a lead, 373. Singh with 85. We get a little bit from the middle order. Moore, Seeley, everyone's chipping in, but Ramasaran and Ali, the deadly duo of 7th wicket partnerships, get it done again. They put on 60, give us an 87 run lead on a pitch that is now sharp turning. 139 to win. They do well to get that many here because Sharaf and Ahmed, they batted about 40, maybe not 40, but 30 overs of Ramasaran and Ali and just kept repelling them. 140 to win, sharp turning pitch. Predictor, yeah, we get home by 8 wickets. That's a good performance overall. Fredericks with a 50. This is what he got another first-class century into his name as well. That's what I like to see. First one for him. Domestic average, couple of centuries to his name. I like it. I like what he's doing. Singh with another 50. He has a great game. Ramasaran takes 7 because he's that sort of guy. We go 1-0 up against a team. We really need to beat 2-0. 278. Quite similar to the last game. Ramasaran with 3. Again, just doing those sorts of things. They got contributions throughout. A really good opening partnership, these two. Hayder averages 37, so they've got no mugs with the bat. So we're obviously bowling quite well on pitches that kind of suit us. Well, it's tight. We've only got a 6-run lead here, but we do get a century, a maiden century for 23-year-old Dwayne Fredericks. He was dropped, but you've got to make the most of the opportunities given to you. Averaging 37, 55 strike rate. Love to see a bit of that. Nick Moore with another 50. He got an ODI century. Good for you. He's had a relatively steady bit of form for us. Just need that to keep going. You're the backbone of what we're doing, but Seeley, Mr. Responsibility, is not rising to it. Okay, 211 to win. Runs down the order. Back end of the middle order did really well for them again. Hassan with 48. 31 for 8 and 9 in the order. Spinners didn't quite have the impact that I wanted, but they have put us in control. To be honest, I'm relatively happy with the bowling attack because I feel other than New Zealand scoring triple century, we're generally not chasing a million. But 211 to win, yeah, this isn't us. this team. I can't have a good batting and bowling team at the same time. It drives me bonkers. Here, single digits. We're crap batting lineup. We are genuinely crap. We draw against Bangladesh. Seeley averaging 20, Alford 16, Bennett 14. Really poor. Spinner's great. Ali's slightly expensive, but world ratings. Oh my days, we take a 9-point hit because of that. The Test World Championship stays at 500. It's bordering on a disaster. Let's see what pitches India have in store. It's a belter of a wicket. Also got a couple of bowlers in the team here. I've got Stewart in, who's got a strike rate of 46 and an economy of 2.72 in first class cricket. At 28 years old, 60 wickets at 21. We've also got Desmond James. I really wanted it to be David James so I could make a Calamity James comment, but 242 wickets at 23, strike rate of 40. I kind of want to give him a go, but I feel against India we really need our bats to be hot. The other thing we could do is take Reed out for James. It's a risky call. Oh my days, it's a risky call. But here we go. We're going up against the giant of the game. 16 trophies since we started the save. They've got one guy averaging 60, the rest in the high 40s. And with the ball, there's a lot of names I don't recognise now, which is good because that means that hopefully their best players have gone. We've won the toss, we're going to bat. It never goes well batting on a road for us. 240. Crikey, we're bad, aren't we? We're really bad. We bring Morgan back in, who is now of 30 years old. 2 centuries to him, averaging 32. He comes back into the team, scores 71. Alford scores 60. Seeley's just in the worst test match form of his life. 253 behind. All the thoughts of this might be an epic episode for us is slowly diminishing. Lost to New Zealand, lost to Bangladesh. Arothi, I do remember him. He's got 14 centuries, averaging 63. Chavan scores 180. 7 centuries to his name from 20 games. That's quite incredible. 5 for Ramasaran. But we went around the park. The strike rate India score at is phenomenal. I thought this was a road. And we don't score 400 runs in the entire game. 250s in the game. I need a spinner's deck here. Come on, give me a spinner's deck. James on debut, 3 at 36. It was a road. It was okay. I've got this guy in the squad. Carl Sinclair is averaging 52 in one-day international cricket. It's such a strange one. He's played 3 domestic one-dayers and then just 20 T20 stuff and nothing else. I'm kind of tempted just to throw him in. Also, we've got Baptiste, who I don't think have played yet, averaging 47. So that's going to be the change. He's going to come into the team for Morgan, who I know is a very average player, even though he scored those runs, because we've given him multiple chances. We score some. I don't know whether it's going to be a lot or enough, but Singh scores 58 and looks pretty good. Moore scored 69. Seeley 122. Hello, welcome back to form. Still averaging over 40. He's going to take a little bit of that. Tail got blown away. Big change. I backed them very aggressive. I did. I backed them very aggressive, and it kind of worked. Maybe that's what you do on a road. India still get a massive lead. They lead by about 150. They get huge partnerships from Shaven again. He scores 100. Devi scores 100, 28 years old. First test match century. But he averages 62 in domestic cricket. They're just class. Ramasaran with a 5. Economy rates were okay. Seamers did nothing. We're behind this game again. Well, that was hogwash again. There were some moments in the game. Seeley's 100. But that is it. We got bowled out for 168. You've got no batting. You've got no fans. Here we go. Third and final test match. It's a road again. Oh no. Okay. Bowled out for 165 and 50 overs. That's more promising. They only lead by about 70. Ali with 3. Seamers with 3. But they add heaps of runs on for the last few wickets. It exacerbates the problem. Almost game India. 263 to win. It's not going to be enough. Alford made 92. In fact, there was 87 from Singh, 50 from Moore. But look at that. We lost the last 6 wickets for 30 runs. Lose by 3 wickets. It's a calamitous effort. What a terrible series. We have been battered. I actually don't even know how to fix this at the moment. We are on the decline massively. Don't even know what to do with this team. We've got a bowling deck for seamers. So we've gone with 1 spinner. We're playing the extra batter. Morgan moves up to 5. Seeley drops to 6. And Rayford Campbell's back because Frederick is out injured for 3 weeks. And we've got literally no one in domestic cricket that is any good. 3-4-3. Middle order runs, lower order runs. Wicket spread around. Ramasaran went at 5s here. It is a massively favoured seamers deck. The wear on it was at full when he was bowling. I don't fancy a chances. Somehow we've avoided the follow-on. Ramasaran with 57 not out, the best player. 750s for him. Everyone else blown away by Teljard, who has 149 wickets at 35. And we made him look like Truman. Oh, God. Late order runs 65, 70, 83 for the last 2 wickets. I was thinking, oh, chasing 300. No, chasing 424 on a bowler's deck. Could we get a Rayford Campbell special? We lose by 98. We almost got a Campbell special. He scored 91. Morgan scored 119. He's actually been good this episode in the couple of games that he's played, averaging 56 from 2 games. Everyone else, dross, usual, another loss. We're really up against it. This series has been full of highs and full of lows, and now we're in a position where our team just isn't that great. You could even say it's not that great with the ball either. We do make a change. It's going to be Stewart coming in for Reed with the ball. 450. Holy moly. Huge partnership. 142 for the 6th wicket. The only good thing about this, we've injured one of their bowlers. That's the highlight of what we've just done. 450 behind on a batting dick. We're following on. What a mess. Campbell with another 50. Seeley with runs. But this again. Teljard. Wicket. Like, middle order completely ripped out. Lose by 9 wickets. We get bowled for 3-3-4. We almost got a Campbell special. Since he's come back in, he's looked like $1 million. But no more centuries to his name. 50 for Singh, 50 for Morgan. Everyone else, usual, blown away. Teljard has a little bit of a bang on us. And they knock him off like it's not hard to bat. Test World Championship is officially a goner. World ratings are officially screwed. Oh man, we've gone back so far. We are at home here, so we against England. But look at the form. Jesus, wet. Singh, none. Moore, none. Seeley, ones. Peters, none. The averages this year are horrendous. With the ball, Staple 37, Reed 37, Peters 36. Just the spinners holding us together. And with the bat, 35, ignore Campbell because he's not really played, but 27, 33, 26. We're just crap. 317, Moore and Seeley, they share 156. Seeley scores 140 not out. A really nice knock. I didn't actually increase the aggression with the lower order here. I was just like, just keep batting, bro. Just keep batting. It is overcast for a while. Whoa, we got a rogue Reed Pfeiffer. He has had a shocking episode for us in a career that's now averaging 32. It's not 39 last year. I'm overrating him, obviously, aren't I? 28 years old. Maybe the peak's going to change things, but we take a lead 144. They can only need 3-5-3 to win. Pretty poor here. Singh, Alford and Seeley all in the 40s. Ali in the 40s as well, and we don't really get going. It is going to be overcast for 25 overs before turning into a spinner's deck. If anything sums up this episode, it's losing on a spinning deck where they knock off 3-5-3. Hitchcock is a good player of spin. He's got spin as his preference, spin specialist. And he's done us dirty before, actually, owed Hitchy Boy. In fact, I think he was batting further down the order when he's played us against before. But 3 centuries to his name. Terrible with the spin. Our 1 golden point is letting us down. A loss here. Oh my days. Oh my days. He's had a bad episode, averaging 39 with the ball and not in form. I'm going to give Stewart another go. See if we get anything out of that. I'm just gambling here. We just haven't got any good players. 270. It's probably not going to be enough to do much. Morgan with 72 not out. Singh with 62. Rest of the top order just usual. Just really poor. Really poor. What are the... Oh, I can't wait to look at the averages. After this game, I'm looking at the averages for this year. They get 502. There's no words, but I keep talking. They put on 323 for the 5th wicket. Our spinners get smashed around the park for 60 overs from them on a turning deck. You win again. Not us. Not you and not you. Campbell has been good this year. He's averaged 50 in the 5 test matches he's played. Other than that, not a lot. We get 316. They knock him off 5 down. Ramasaran has been pretty poor. We're just... Our batting is so poor. And unfortunately, our bowling's letting us down now, which has been the linchpin. The batting stats this year. And this isn't everyone that's played. We're going to look at that in a minute. Hardly any centuries. Morgan's averaged 40, but Singh 36, Alford 27, Moore 32, Seeley 35. And then if you look at the ball, we've averaged 27, 31, 80. Well, I'm just going to do that. But 39, 32, 37. Like, they're the worst numbers we've had in 30 odd years. Stop the press. We've scored 300. Singh with 89, Morgan with 61, 47s for Seeley and Moore. The usual. Dodsworth doing his business, but 300's not the worst score in the world. We've got a lead of 100. Yes. Yes. Reed with 5. He's actually had a really good series here. A couple of fifers to his name, and he's needed it. Average down to 31 in his career and down to 28 this year. He's really needed it. 395 to win. Sonny Alford, welcome to the year season 31. That's not a year, but he's been crap. And now he's averaging 31 because he scored 100. Man, we needed that. He put on a good partnership with Moore again, who has been equally poor, averaging 35. Only 650s to his name, no centuries. They need 395. We've lost in worse circumstances against New Zealand earlier, but this is a disaster. 2-1 loss against New Zealand, 1-1 against Bangladesh, 3-0 against India, 2-0 against South Africa. Come on! Oh my days, we win by 34. They got 360, Stafford 116 not out, Ali with a 5, Ramsaran with 3. We win. We lose 2-1, and so ends an absolutely disastrous episode. England had a great time of it. No two questions about that. Help if I clicked on the West Indies. Seeley 60, Alford 40, Singh 40, Moore 40, Campbell 23. So the batting was better than what it had been. But the bowling again. The bowling was not good. World ratings hate us. 88 points. I kid you not. We're finishing the episode on a high because this doesn't make sense. So, West Indies are in the World Cup final. England make 276. Kisson, who's not even on our radar, he to non-56. Is anyone good? Grant, Marlon Grant. Didn't we play him? No, we brought him into our squad once. And then we get 277. We knock them off. Most of the top 6 is our top 6. But Sonny Alford's just scored a century in a World Cup final. Fredericks is also playing in the competition, but they beat them. They thrash Singh with 134 in a World Cup semi-final. This is absolutely outrageous behaviour. So for all our problems, West Indies have won a trophy. West Indies now sit on 1 title on the honours board in the 2055 World Cup. But it also needs calling out. Our batting in Test match cricket is horrendous. We averaged 27 last year. But also, more importantly, we've just put up 2 of our worst years with the ball. 39 this year, 29 the year before. We're going to be back next time around, hoping for bigger and better things, a fresh Test World Championship to get stuck into, and defending ODI World Cup winners. We'll see you then.